first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Here we go with the Packer offense guided by their decorated QB with a long list of Pro Bowls and other accolades next to his name, of course, Aaron Rodgers.
He's awfully fortunate to get another shot right here in these playoffs because he wasn't particularly sharp in the wild card victory. The ball ended up in the hands of the opponents a few too many times when he threw it. It goes without saying in this one, cannot give the ball away. If he does, the road's going to end right here for him and his team.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
But Charles, as we've covered, they've already clinched their spot in the postseason, so now they just want to avoid adding any additional names to this list before the postseason begins.
Terrific observation because trying to move up a spot, I don't know if it's worth it if you're trying to play guys who aren't quite right. Get them healthy, get ready for the playoffs, make your move then.
Third play in this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Rodgers now to throw. Passer. And he lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
So here are the 49ers and their offense in great field position already.
And they'll be led out by Marcus Mariota, former 2nd overall pick back in 2015, now in his 8th season in the league.
On the ground, it's Wilson. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They'll run with Wilson. And he's got this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 33. On 3rd down, here's Wilson. And he's got some space here.
And just as he'll take this to the 15-yard line.
18 yards, first down Niners. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Another carry for Wilson. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. In motion left goes a tight end. On 3rd down, Mariota. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the 49ers are on the board first here in this division round matchup.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And for them, maybe a little carryover from last week's game. They got the win on the road in the wild card round, on the road here again in the divisional round, but they're hanging tough.
Hey, cue a little music, right? Well, on the road again. I mean, this has been kind of the mantra they're under right now, and they can't change it. The season dictated what would happen with them, right? They had to go on the road for the first round for the playoff. They're on the road again, and sometimes teams get really comfortable with that. Not only the idea of going on the road and shocking the world, but just, hey, it's just us. We don't have to worry about outside distractions. It's just us. Let's go play.
Becomes that us against the world mentality, doesn't it?
And while it may be overplayed, you know, in the media, it's real when it comes time to play ball.
Jet sweep, Dobbs. Strong run, but they get to him just beyond the 40. Ambry Thomas up to make the play defensively. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And complete to Lewis over the middle. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. And Joseph Charlton on now to punt. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time, let's keep doing it until they stop us? Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
Another run for Wilson on 2nd. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 47 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. They'll run on 1st down. Wilson. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. They're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
2nd down, this is Wilson. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They'll run straight ahead with Wilson. And able to pick up the 1st across midfield to the 47. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps him on the line. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Wilson. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Up the middle they go. Wilson. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Over 100 catches in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch in these playoffs. And they'll send the tight end in motion. From the red zone now, Mariota.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Packers are going to have it here at their own 15.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
Rodgers going to give this one to Dillon.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Here's Rodgers. He'll find Lazard here over the middle. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
They'll try and run for the first with Dillon.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Only a pickup of 2, but that's all they needed for the first.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was third and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box there.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
On second down, Dillon.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down.
Right where this set him down started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Now a pass hauled in downfield.
And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15.
It's a big play there for Green Bay. And even 40 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first and 10.
Rodgers' throw here pulled in by Lazard.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
From the 5 now, second and a yard.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown.
Johnny Stanton.
A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Packers are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Pull it good on the extra point. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Wilson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. On second down now. It's Wilson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a third down and 6. Here's Mariota. Rolling to his right. And that is incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Rodgers to throw on second down. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And the Niners are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
I know some teams are leery about playing cover two because the strong safety's not usually a terrific cover guy. But in this case, he played it perfectly. Read the football and went and made the interception.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. Touchdown, 49ers. Jeff Wilson, 53 yards. And the Niners have moved out in front. Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. One play on the ground and into the end zone for 6. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. So now, Charles, this drive, maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Oh, a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest when the guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a foot. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. A good spot to throw, and indeed they'll come out with 4 wide receivers here on 2nd and inches. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Yeah, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 25 yards that time. Now Rodgers. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Carrying Hyder. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw. It's knocked away and incomplete. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Throwing now is Rodgers. Toward the sideline, it's complete. An athletic grab, but still well short of the first. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt them later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
They'll start the drive with Wilson to the 43, second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and helped the guy who made the play. We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
They'll try and pick it up on the ground with Wilson. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. So on 4th down, here's the Australian native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So, well, look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the 3rd quarter. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The 49er offense set to go to begin quarter number 3. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working, but they run it more effectively. They may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
A big hitter to start the drive. 1st and 10. Now a give, running left is Wilson. He'll get it up near midfield to the 49 before being taken down. 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Wilson. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It'll be a loss.
Needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Now Mariota. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half. To throw is Rodgers.
Looking sideline, incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Fred Warner. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score a touchdown. Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
Gold able to tack on the extra point. And it's now 21-7. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Even later into his career now, there aren't too many guys that can launch it downfield with accuracy better than Aaron Rodgers. Dillon now on 1st and 10. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. That's caught right side by Amari Rodgers. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackled him for a loss.
They'll complete this one to Watson. And he will not get what he needed as he stopped short of the first down around the 22. Here's Randy Bullock now as he'll go for the field goal. From the left hash, this from 39. Bullock's kick is good, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag, and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. And San Francisco gets set to go here. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. On the ground, the drive starts with Wilson. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll run again with Wilson. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now they'll hand it off to Wilson. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Here comes the 49ers punter now. He's been terrific so far. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes one extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. 2nd and 10 here as we sit in the 3rd quarter of this divisional round matchup. Dillon up the middle. Fighting to get back to the goal line. I don't think he got there. He did not get back there. It's a safety.
The goal here is about getting any kind of positive yardage in this spot because you don't care who, you don't care how. All over that play and equally motivated to stick him with a safety.
Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here. This is taken around the 12. Well, the 49ers settling in for their next drive. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Mariota on first down. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. The safety, Adrian Amos, comes crashing in for the sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Mariota. Kingsley Kiki in there to drop him. It sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything. A give. This is Wilson. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. Now a fair catch taken just across midfield, maybe by a yard or 2. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Dillon. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now Rodgers. He dumps this off to Dillon underneath. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing is Rodgers. And that will be incomplete.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the 1st down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking 1st down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a 1st down.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up.
Back now here in Santa Clara. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the 4th and final quarter. On 2nd and 11 now. Mariota. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Catches in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch in these playoffs.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the fourth quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. Wilson with a first down carry. And he's got room. They'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. And 216 yards rushing for him now in the ball game as he is trying to will his guys to the championship round next weekend. On first, they'll go back to Wilson. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Mariota. Samuel bringing in the slant. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Now it's Wilson. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down, fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language.
And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Jeff Wilson with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the 49ers are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this fourth quarter lead. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the fourth. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
On 3rd down, here's Dillon. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the fourth quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his numbers a ball carrier. They got a number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. They'll run straight ahead with Wilson. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. Wow. 240 yards rushing for him now on the afternoon as he just continues to pummel this defense. Another run for Wilson on second. He will push his way down to about the 14. The Niners on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Another carry for Wilson. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Now 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll run. Here's Wilson. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
They'll try to throw now. Mariota flush to his right. That is caught by the tight end Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. Great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the 49ers continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Gold with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try to put points on the board.
And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. On 1st down, Rodgers. Throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Completed out left to Dobbs. Will go down as a gain of 6. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Rodgers again now. He's got Lewis. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Here's Rodgers to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
Now Rodgers got to have this one. Able to find Lazard. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they find a way to convert on 4th and 10. Rodgers to throw once more. This one complete to now the ball comes loose. And this is going to be 49er football. There are two words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in the meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Another run for Wilson on second.
2 yards the game there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for first. They'll run with Wilson. Oh, he's got a little daylight.
And he will step out of bounds down near the 10-yard line.
So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship. And do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats?
For the chance to head to Arizona in 2 weeks' time for Super Bowl 57, we are underway now in the NFC Championship. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Always fun to get a peek at Tom Brady as he gets in place to command this offense for Tampa Bay.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, the special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well and play at a really high level in order for his team to win.
Well, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And they see right through that defensively, as he'll be hit and taken down in the backfield. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14. Shotgun now for Brady. And that is incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Fielded at about the 28.
The
Very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. So now you've got their offense coming out for the first time with great initial field position.
And they'll be led out by Marcus Mariota, former 2nd overall pick back in 2015, now in his 8th season in the league.
Coming out of Oregon as the Heisman Trophy winner, we thought that this guy was headed towards superstardom, and while he didn't quite reach those heights, he did have some flashes along the way. And right now, his athleticism continues to keep him in the league. Still has a good arm, mobile, a great guy to have in the locker room. He can win if given an opportunity.
Another run for Wilson on 2nd.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
On the ground, it's Wilson. Down to about the 37.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there.
Second down, this is Wilson.
Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On 3rd down, Mariota.
That's caught. He finds Danny Gray. And he is going to have a Niners 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. First down, Mariota.
He finds Kittle going across the field.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That puts him in excellent position. 1st and goal after a gain of 19. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Now a give, running left is Wilson. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
Second down and goal. Mariota. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass.
And the 49ers have struck first in this NFC title game.
Gold able to tack on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. So that drive in total 8 plays.
And it all ends with a George Kittle touchdown.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their 2nd drive. And the last drive, their 1st drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt, they're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Looking deep for Julio. Trying to drop it in there, but it's intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And the 49ers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. But just not a particularly confident throw there. That one, it had a lot of air under it.
And the fact that it was thrown out toward the sideline, the ball seemed to hang up there forever. That's one that you go to bed dreaming about as a defender because that's about as easy as they come.
They'll start the drive with Wilson. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
In motion comes the tight end left. Another run for Wilson on 2nd. And some room to run now. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers. In motion goes the tight end. On 1st down, Wilson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at the yard.
Next, the receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
On 2nd down, it's Wilson. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more. Brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 1st down, San Francisco to pick up 14 yards. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Akeem Hicks that time on the tackle. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. As they the shotgun. And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the 1st down marker at the Bucs 16. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. They'll try and pick it up on the ground with Wilson. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll run again with Wilson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now they'll hand it off to Wilson. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Jeff Wilson, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers go up by 2 touchdowns. Gold with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. A 10-play drive that time. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Trying to shut last drive. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball. And what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Fournette running out of the gun. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. Now Brady. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11. 4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there. A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And the slot man goes in motion left. On the ground, the drive starts with Wilson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Another run for Wilson on 2nd. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. And they'll send the slot in motion left. On 3rd down, here's Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 79 yards rushing for him. Strong performance here in this first half with a Super Bowl berth on the line. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Wilson with a 1st down carry. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. A give. This is Wilson. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. Now it's Wilson. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. Lots of plays on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
From the red zone now, Mariota. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked
picked off by Jamel Dean. And the Buccaneers are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that will bring up second down. Now Brady. Man open, here is Jones. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Brady. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
To throw again on 2nd down. Brady, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Brady to throw again. And Jones has it over the middle. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 28. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a 1st down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this 1st half. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On 1st down, Brady. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Brady. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long. And this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal. Because just a few plays ago, it looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
Brady's throw on 3rd down there is incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well. So give some credit to the defense.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Takes it at the 7. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Well, the Niners going back on offense now late in this 1st half. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
In motion left here, one of their tight ends. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now Mariota. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
Well, big plays have been a hallmark of this offense all season, so there was no reason to think that it wouldn't continue here in this title game. Obviously, the magnitude of the event, not getting to them early.
Mariota's throw complete here to Ayuk. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. The kick by Gold is good, and that will do it for this 1st half. So we've reached halftime. Yeah, who has time for a halftime show with a trip to the Super Bowl on the line? Let's get back to it. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a heck of a return as he goes out of bounds across the 50 inside the 45.
What a way to start the second half. These guys are showing no signs of letting up. They have a chance to take a decided advantage with this possession.
Mariota now to throw on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try to get those yards a safer way.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A gain there of 21 yards. A first down throw for Mariota. Flushed out right. Yeah, he's got it. Touchdown 49ers. Deebo Samuel, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Niners continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it's Deebo Samuel who caps things with a touchdown reception. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now he'll begin with a give to Fournette to start the drive. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try to...
Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Kerry Hyder able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So Brady and the Bucs need to work a little magic. 3rd and long after that last sack. Steps away to his left. And this one is incomplete.
I'm sure there was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
That's taken on the 25. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And they will take over 1st and 10. And the 49ers getting set to trot out there. They're just looking for more of the same. Great first half so far. Good second half. And sometimes, I guess, maybe, Charles, these coaches, they don't have to tell these guys much when they're rolling like they're rolling right now.
You're exactly right. I've heard stories of some of the best coaches in our time or any time having grabbed their starters at halftime and said, guys, they're playing really well. Don't go in there, give them a whole lot of stuff. Just pat them on the back. And essentially the speech at halftime is, let's go, guys, and that's it.
Yeah, no one's upset the apple cart so far. Another run for Wilson on 2nd. 137 yards rushing for him now as he tries to win his guys in the Super Bowl. Another carry for Wilson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 2nd down and 7.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
18 yards, first down Niners.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
They'll bring a tight end in motion left. They'll run straight ahead with Wilson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And past the 30, down to about the 27. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves and start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deebo Samuel, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Gold with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. And if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home, or to the one-score game as we go into it? Watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a 1st down. For the NFC title game, this is 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Brady. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
He completes it to Evans. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 43. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Brady. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Well, still in the 3rd quarter here. Now, you look at the board, that deficit probably a little too much to overcome, but completions like that may be something to build on for future weeks. But it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. To throw, it's Brady. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Kerry Hyder getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season. Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're continuing to rock and roll, and at intermission, maybe sometimes you fear after such a good first half of a letdown, but that wasn't the case.
And what I remember most about being in those situations is exactly what you're talking about. You almost have that sense of satisfaction. You're like, we're doing really well. I remember one time someone saying, winning's fun, but so is playing really well. Why would we want to do otherwise? That was the message, to keep the intensity up, to keep things going, and that's exactly what we're seeing here from this team.
Let's help them extend their lead. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 169 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They'll run with Wilson. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. One quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. That is caught at the 7. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 18 yards there, and it'll be 1st and goal. Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here in the 4th.
They certainly are, and let me tell you something. If you're old school, you don't like this at all. But in today's football, you just go ahead and savor it. Watch a team execute at a high level. Doesn't matter what the scoreboard says.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Again, Wilson. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Jeff Wilson with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Niners are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry. Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. To throw again on 2nd down. Brady. And this is caught by Evans. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Brady now to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Jones. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Samson Abuka collapses the pocket and drops him for a loss of 3. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing now is Brady. Looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. Well, with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. Second down. Mariota to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And it's caught. And he'll be out of bounds. 75 yards receiving for him now. And it's a first down.
There's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the fourth quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage.
And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49-yard touchdown. Jeff Wilson saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game.
And the Niners add 6 more to their point total, and they're on cruise control right now here in the fourth.
Gold with the extra point, and this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
So out come the Bucs now.
And their backs really against the wall now. And we knew how tough it would be for them. You're coming on the road, NFC title game, crazy environment, and certainly just not looking good here in the fourth.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. Brady going to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Now back to throw.
Across the formation, he finds Godwin.
That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Here's Brady to throw. This is caught by Evans. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Meanwhile, Brady's throw on target to Godwin here. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Fournette, a first down carry. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Now Brady.
A pass underneath for Fournette. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
He's got good size. We know he's tough to bring down running the ball. That also carries over to the passing game like we saw there.
And at his size, how'd you like to try and stop him on that angle route? Him coming out of the backfield, breaking sharply, catching the football. It's going to take a lot more than one guy, most likely, to bring him down. That was a nice game.
Now Brady.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got it 3rd and goal now as they try to punch in a late touchdown. To throw is Brady. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
So Brady departs, and on is Ryan Succop for the Buccaneer field goal.
This will be just a 21-yard attempt. Succop's kick is good, and they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Now, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
Well, this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. And they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
Wow, 185 yards rushing for him now in the afternoon as he continues to put a hurt on this defense. They'll run. Here's Wilson. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. On the ground, it's Wilson. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. And they'll indeed take a knee. And they get to hoist the Hallis Trophy. Unbelievable victory. Moving on to the Super Bowl.
I only hope that these players understand exactly who is behind that trophy. George S. Hallis, one of the creators of this great game of football of ours and creator of the NFL. What an amazing feeling and an amazing accomplishment.
Madden football is the home of Super Bowl 57, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Bengals and the 49ers, and it comes your way next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. We count down the kickoff for what should be an epic one here. As it'll be the AFC champions Cincinnati Bengals taking on the NFC champions, the San Francisco 49ers. Brandon Gordon alongside Charles Davis and CD, the Bengals. Well, they're officially no fluke. Champions of the AFC for a second consecutive year.
And how about the Cincinnati Bengals franchise? Before last year, they did not won a playoff game since January of 1991. They're now 0-3 in Super Bowls with the loss last year to the Rams. 2 previously to Joe Montana, the 49ers in the 1980s, looking to get their first championship in this one.
Meanwhile, the 49ers are back in the Super Bowl for the 8th time in franchise history. One of the more successful teams in the Super Bowl era, no doubt. They look to claim their 6th title, which would tie them with the Pats and Steelers for most ever.
And they've been really close in recent years. They were in this game just 3 seasons ago, Super Bowl 54 in Miami. Had the lead in the 4th quarter against Kansas City, but watched it slip away. And how about last year? Lost a 4th quarter lead to the Rams in the NFC title game.
So a roughing the passer penalty, never one that you like to see.
Not at all, and especially when you're in that final push of the season. You can't afford to get your quarterback hurt before the playoffs roll around. And we know they'll be here before you know it.
And now the ball's out, fumble near midfield. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it. And not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
And a tackle there by Jermaine Pratt. You look at this Super Bowl, the 2nd appearance for this head coach. The first one did not go as planned, as we all know. But what do you think he's learned from that first go-around?
He learned how much it hurts to lose. And that's what you hear from coaches so often. They don't remember the wins as much as they remember the losses. You can talk about the media, the scrutiny, the hoopla, but once you've had to shake a head coach's hand and jog off the field and know you have to face the media, face your fans, face your home life, knowing that you've lost the Super Bowl, that hurts big time, and you're going to do everything possible to try and prevent that from happening again.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Throwing again, Mariota on 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And the Bengals are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Well, we've seen quarterbacks get away with throwing the ball on the run, no doubt. But this, Charles, I think you'd agree, not the best of throws.
And listen, you're not always going to have a clean pocket to step up with the proper mechanics and deliver the football. I mean, that's a given. But you also have to understand your limits and know what you can get away with and what you can't when you're trying to make a throw like that.
From just shy of midfield, Burrow. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now it's Burrow. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down. Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. And this will be out of bounds, and they spotted it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their 2nd drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
How about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves, maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Call that a very strong gain of 24. Now a handoff up the middle. Wilson taken down at the 42.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved up the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mariota. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over it that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. On 3rd down, Mariota. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 38-yard line. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Mariota. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Trey Hendrickson able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Mariota now from the 50. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. And the Niners will take over possession here up at the 44. Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want me to?
You're the boss.
We get the interception, then really he's just too loose with the football on the return, and he coughs it right back up the other way.
I've seen this happen in an NFL game, and boy, did it cost someone. San Francisco at Atlanta a few seasons ago. Atlanta throws the interception. San Francisco runs it back. Game is salted away. Fumbles on the return. Atlanta gets it back, drives down, kicks the game-winning field goal.
How about that? And a crazy situation we just saw there. Another run for Wilson on 2nd. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Throwing is Mariota. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he is going to have a 49ers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Mariota. And he will find his man Samuel. Touchdown! Deebo Samuel with a 1st touchdown of the Super Bowl, and a long one at that. And the 49ers are on the board 1st here in this Super Bowl. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive of 4 plays. And it's Deebo Samuel who caps things with a touchdown reception. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Taylor decides not to try to return it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He gets this one to Boyd. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. There you go. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. A 1st carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. 3rd and 2. Now Burrow. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now Burrow. Boyd's the target, and he hands it over the middle. And they're going to get this up to midfield. 3 yards remain for 2nd down. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. That's the tight end Hurst with it. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. One quarter done and 3 more to play. And we are back. Biggest game of the year, the Super Bowl, and both teams ready for the start of the 2nd quarter. And Burrow going to throw again. Throwing for Chase on the crosser. He's got it. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 35. 3 catches for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl. It's a first down. Burrow looking to pass. To the right side and complete to Hurst. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. McPherson's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far. Finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
On first, they'll go back to Wilson. Down inside the 40.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know you're just trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 58 yards rushing for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl.
And this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They'll try to throw now. Mariota. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Trey Hendrickson able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Mariota, and that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Completes it to Samuel. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Now they'll hand it off to Wilson. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be second and goal. Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. They'll try again. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Jeff Wilson taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Niners continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. Gold with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, the answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts. Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Here's Burrow. And that is incomplete. Force barrel down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
They finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stuff. So on fourth down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. Taking it about the 16. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And it may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. Another run for Wilson on second. And they'll hold him to 3 there as he takes us up to the 47. The Niners on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try and pick it up on the ground with Wilson. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. 80 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. Mariota now to throw on first down. This one caught by Kittle. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That one good for 37 yards.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. Wilson with a first down carry. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Jeff Wilson, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the 49ers are feeling good as they extend their lead in this Super Bowl. Gould able to tack on the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Taylor decides not to try to return it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. Burrow's throw here into the hands of Boyd. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. This goes out wide from Mixon. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now Burrow on first down. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Looking to throw again on second down. Burrow. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. As the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. First and second down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down. So we've come upon half. So the halftime show of the Super Bowl abbreviated, ready to go for the second half. And we welcome you back now alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin getting set for quarter number 3 here. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in the Super Bowl. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. And I would imagine this is where you have to take stock of the situation, CD, and say, gosh, we're halfway to the Lombardi Trophy. Let's not slow down now.
And I like the way you went there. Let's not slow down now because the first half certainly went their way. And I would expect them to continue with that type of a game plan. But you're right. You do think back to Super Bowl 54. The 49ers had a double-digit lead in the fourth quarter, couldn't hold on. So plenty can still happen.
And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. In motion left goes a tight end. Mariota to throw it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So no problems moving the ball in the first half, but they'll likely come up empty here on drive 1 of quarter 3.
And it was so important for the defense to get that stop because what we witnessed in the first half was them getting run over. And they needed the confidence, and they needed to get off the field so they felt good going forward in this game. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. On second down, here's Burrow. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. They get 6. That'll lead. Again, that's Hurst. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Burrow throw. Quick slant caught by Chase. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 10 more there and another first down.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's 3rd and 4 now. Here we go. Now it's Burrow. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
You know, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now it's Burrow. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Samson Abukum. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Got a man open, it's Chase. And they're going to be set up now with a ball at the 13-yard line. Here we go. Here's 2nd and a yard. They're passing here. Joe Burrow got his man complete over the middle. That's Boyd. And the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. Again, it's Burrow. Touchdown, Bengals. T. Higgins. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it makes the score 21-10. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. On the ground, the drive starts with Wilson. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 110 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this Super Bowl. Another carry for Wilson. He'll get this up to about the 44.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 44, Mariota. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
third down. Mariota. This is caught at the 20. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure is good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. It's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
Between the last two plays, they moved it over half the length of the football field.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with first and goal.
They'll try and run with Wilson. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Jeff Wilson with his third touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the 49ers will extend their third-quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. Gold with an extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it. The Bengals drive about to get going. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get to it.
And we're back in the Super Bowl. Time to decide who gets to hoist that Lombardi trophy as we begin the fourth and final quarter of action. To try again after the sack. Burrow escaped, and this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
All right, partner, deuce is wild on this sequence. 2 plays, 2 sacks, and now 2 points thanks to the safety. Offensively, there just didn't seem to be much of a plan when they came out on attack. That let the defense create a little chaos up front and set up one of their guys to make a play and get through and record the sack.
Deebo Samuel trotting out with his offense to start this next drive. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people in big games as well.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They'll run again with Wilson. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. A give. This is Wilson. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. 131 yards on the ground for him now as he's gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now a give, running left is Wilson. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. The Niners on 3rd down. They've been excellent, 6 for 7. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll run straight ahead with Wilson. Shreds him with a stiff arm. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball. You often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Wilson going to try the right side. He's brought down at the 34. Calling a gain of 4.
Thank you.
And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. They'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front. And it's not just the offensive line. It's everyone. You're seeing the guys in the perimeter blocking downfield and making sure that they're secure. So, yeah, you're exactly right. The air's out of the balloon, and right now they're almost lifeless.
On 2nd and 9, Mariota. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown 49ers. George Kittle from 21 yards away. And the 49ers are starting to pour it on at the game's biggest stage. They are running away with this Super Bowl. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Taylor decides not to try to return it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And their Super Bowl hopes are dwindling here in the fourth. That AFC crown from 2 weeks ago starting to seem like a distant memory. And this one just has not gone as they had hoped. First down, here's Burrow. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football. Another solid game-changing play for this defense for the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, you know, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too. And a nice gain of 21 yards. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. Mariota on 1st down. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. A great play there. His second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the 49ers start to open this lead even wider here in the fourth. Gold with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not matched the results as they start on this drive 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Dumps it off to Mixon. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Kerry Hyder, his second sack of the night. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Looking to throw. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And I know that one didn't work out the way they thought, but I don't think it was a bad time to call this play. You're thinking on 3rd down, you might possibly see some pressure. You might see a blitz. So they tried to set up the screen, but that one was well read, and they stopped them for no gain.
A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. A first down throw for Mariota. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. Mariota here to throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. Now Mariota. Well, same target, same result. It's Kittle. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Nothing but praise for me for this defense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Again, it's Mariota. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start